Alright, I want to take a minute to go through how to get onto your solid footing file and hopefully make the macros do what you need them to do. If you're using Excel 2010, it ought to look the same as mine because that's what I'm using. If you're using an earlier or an older version, it may look a little bit different, but hopefully it'll still be the same idea. So I'm going to go into solid footing. There are my Excel files right there. When you click on it and open it up, what should happen is you should get a strip right along the top that says warning, macros have been disabled. The reason that you'll get that as a default is because a macro can actually contain a virus, and people can write viruses in macros, and if you run them you can damage your computer and files and all that. So you actually have to turn on the macros. We're just going to hit enable content. Now, before I do that, if you try to do anything in these before, you'll notice it won't let you do anything until you get it enabled. So I'm going to hit enable content, and then I can do whatever I want to do in my sheet. Now if you run into a situation where you open that spreadsheet and you don't get that bar and you can't do anything, you can turn on macros by going to File. You can go down to Options, and there should be a thing called the Trust Center. I can't remember maybe whether that was Circle of Trust. It's the same idea here. We're going to trust the file that we have open. So I'm going to hit Trust Center there, and I'm going to click this button that says Settings, and then we're going to go to Macro Settings. You'll notice I have some options here. Disable all macros without notification. That might be what yours is set at if you're not getting any notifications. So we don't want it set on that because that won't let us turn on macros at all or do anything. If we have it set to disable all macros with notification, it will pop up that banner that I showed you at the very beginning, and you can click enable macros on a per file basis and be okay. If you enable all macros, it ought to just run automatically with no box at all. So I'll let you decide which of those you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and leave mine on disable all macros with notification, and I'm going to hit OK. So again, when I open up a file from solid footing, it should pop up that bar, and I can just enable content and go about my business. So again, if you don't see that bar, we're going to go to File, Options, Trust Center, Settings, and then we're going to either disable all macros with notification or enable all macros. Those are your two options that will help you get into the file. If you have any questions or you can't find the buttons, let me know, and I'll try to figure out what version you're looking at so we can get you where you need to be.